This clip is going to show you how to use the member directory on the AOGS website. So to access the member directory, the first thing you need to do is click member directory in the top navigation bar, and this will take you into the member directory area. Now the first thing to notice is that you're not logged in at the moment and therefore you can't see anything. The reason for this is to keep this information away from the public and only available to fellow members of the society. So in order to use the directory, the first thing you have to do is to log in. You can either log in using the login screen in the center or on the right, it doesn't matter, either will work. Easiest way to log in is to type in your email address and then enter the password that you've been issued with and click login. Once you're logged in, you will then be able to see all of the members of the society in the directory. You can either scroll through, they're arranged in alphabetical order by surname first. You can click through the various screens to find people. Or alternatively, if you want to find somebody specifically, it's useful to use this search facility, which is here at the top of the page. So, for example, if I was looking for the profile of David Griffiths, in this field, which is last name, you type part of David's name. We'll type in Griff and then click find, and now it will search the directory and it'll find anybody who's got Griff at the beginning of their their surname. So Stuart Griffin, David Griffiths, Ian Griffiths, etc. So the person we're looking for was David Griffiths. If we click on David's name, it then brings up David's profile, so his name, how he's known in the society, his initials, his rank, his regiment, his status, serving or retired, and then his contact details, email address, telephone numbers, and a bit about his golf, his handicap, and his home club. So if you need to get in touch with David for any purpose, you could phone one of these telephone numbers. Alternatively, if you want to send David an email, you can copy and paste the address from here and put it into your ordinary mail program, or simply roll over this little email icon at the top and click send email, and that will open your ordinary email program and send an email to David. So that's looking at somebody else's profile. What I'd like to do now is look at how you look at your own profile and how you update and change your profile. So click on the member directory link at the top again, it'll take you back to the directory. And notice on the right hand side, because I'm now logged in, there's a little box here which is my profile. So I can view my profile. So I click on view profile, it will bring up my profile. But there's a new button on here which wasn't on David's when we looked at it, called edit profile. And that only appears on your own profile. So I'm going to click edit profile, and that unlocks your profile and enables you to update and change parts of the information contained in your profile. First section is update your image. You can add a photograph, a little photograph, so people can recognize you when they're searching through your profiles on the site. So I click update image, there isn't one there at the moment. It opens a little window and I'm allowed to go and then choose a file from my computer. And there's one on my desktop. I select that one and then click upload image, and it will upload that picture to my profile. It's trying to get a small section, i.e. this is the image it wants to use, and obviously that's not really very good because it's cutting off most of me, but you can alter the amount of the picture it sees by dragging the corner here, and that's it. That's how I want to see it. So I click crop image, and it will save that section I've chosen. And that's it, I've now added an image. And if I close the little box, you see my photograph is here, and it also appears in my little profile section. So when others are viewing the directory, they'll be able to see that photograph of me. Moving down are my personal details. The first field here is my name. This is how I want to be known in the society. You may want to use your rank, you may want to use your decorations. It's entirely up to you what you put into this box. I'm quite happy to be known as David Watson, that's fine. And then coming down we've got my actual name, so David, my initials, and my last name. My date of birth, you can enter that just by clicking on here and using the various controls to select your date of birth. Useful to put that in so people who are trying to establish age profiles, for example for vets matches, can quickly and easily find out whether you are old enough to be a vet, and I clearly am. Coming down, then your service details. I reached the giddy height of second lieutenant. No decorations. My regiment, I was a gunner, and I'm retired now. If you'd like to, you can put a bit of blurb about yourself, what you did, where you served, which regiment you're in, or what you do now. It's entirely up to you, and that can be made available to the other members of the society. Then we've got our contact details, email address, a telephone number. Now, useful to put the phone number in here. This first one is the main contact number. So if, for example, you want to play in a match and you want the match manager to be able to contact you, then if you put your number in here, they can do that easily. Then there are sections here for work phone number and mobile phone number. So I'll put in my work number. And there we go. Now, you'll see there's a button underneath here. It says hide from public. So if you put your work telephone number in there, then the administrators of the site and the society can contact you if they need to. But clicking hide from public, that stops this particular piece of information being shown in your profile that's available to other members. So it's useful to put it in there. So if the people who are running the society need to contact you by telephone, they can. But if you don't want it to be shown to other members, you can hide it from the public. Your address, this is always hidden from the other members. Your address is never shown, but this is useful in case the society needs to correspond with you. So I'll complete my address and finish it off. Etc, etc. You can also, if you'd like to, you can put in your Facebook profile or your Twitter username or your Google Plus profile simply by entering your various IDs in here. Then finally your golf. So if I put into here my current handicap and my home club, and there we are, we're pretty much complete. And I can now simply save that by clicking Update Profile. Alternatively, if you'd like to change your password to be something other than the one that you issued with, then you simply type in your new password here and then retype it just to make sure you haven't made any errors. So if I now click Update Profile, it then updates my profile and gives a little message telling me my profile is updated, and you can see now my little photograph appears in my profile section. Go back to the member directory, click on there, and that's it. So that's how you use the member directory to find the contact details of others and to update your own details so they're available correctly to other people who are members of the society.